In the course of the most recent couple of years, we've seen an ever-increasing number of betas appearing on race comes about sheets from EnduroCross to National Enduro to Extreme Enduro races. The Italian rough terrain bicycles have been making progress, and for 2018, Beta has rolled out a significant number improvements to its whole lineup. We got the chance to test the new 300RR 2-stroke, which includes many changes for 2018. For one thing, the 300RR is an asserted 10 pounds lighter than a year ago's model, which is a significant amazing accomplishment. That being stated, Beta models in the past haven't been essentially lightweights. How did the organization do it? Beta doesn't clarify where the weight reduction originated from, however one region, in all likelihood, could be the all-new casing for 2018. Also, the bicycle has a refreshed, smoother working grasp and all-new barrel that Beta says is gone for much smoother control. One of the special highlights that stays the same is the 300RR's oil infusion. No pre-mixing need with this machine. Straight gas goes in the tank and premixed 2-stroke oil goes in the oil tank found under the seat beside the air channel and battery. With our past Beta 2-stroke test bicycles, we got around 3 tanks of fuel to 1 tank of oil, which is way less oil utilized than while pre-mixing. The explanation behind this is the PC changes the oil sum for the RPM and throttle opening. That implies out of gear and low RPM/little throttle openings, it can be as meager oil as 100 to 1 while completely open at high RPM. It can add more oil to get to the 32 or 40 to 1 we are more familiar with. The suspension remains indistinguishable this year from a Sachs 48mm USD fork and Sachs stud. Out in the wild. In the wake of giving the bicycle a chance to warm up at the workplace, we saw a smidgen of a swamp ideal off sit still when you get hard on the gas. We handed over the air screw a half turn out and that got it truly near where we needed it. Since we would have been riding at 3,000 feet rise or more, we cleared out it with the slight lowland, which left when we touched base at our riding goal the following day. Essentially on the grounds that we've been ruined by the cutting edge, counteracted and Husqvarnas of 2017 and 2018, we quickly saw a ton of vibration originating from the RR, generally through the pegs, however a little through the bar. When you get riding, or potentially in the event that you don't have some other reference, the vibration isn't an issue. The primary thing we saw was really the suspension, or, all the more particularly, its solidness. Betas, and most European rough terrain bicycles, so far as that is concerned, frequently have an exceptionally comfort situated setup that doesn't influence us to think, race prepared. But the 18300RR is certainly set up additional on the execution side. Truth be told, one of our analyzers felt that the suspension was too solid for easygoing trail riding. The fork has kind of a direct, non-dynamic feel that influences it to feel impervious to begin to move, however remains firm all through the stroke. In any case, we likewise realize that this suspension enjoys some reprieve in to make them feel as it should. Our hunch is that this machine had zero break-in time. A few producers pre-ride bicycles before they offer them to the media, and that our day of riding was the first run through this bicycle saw activity. As we ride this machine more, we anticipate that the fork will free up and pick up comfort. Likewise, it may be the case that the architects at Beta were sick of hearing American moto journalists saying their bicycles are too delicate and not race capable. We would much rather have this bicycle along these lines, hold up until the point when we get 5 to 10 hours on the bicycle, and afterward choose on the off chance that we need to go gentler. The stun was likewise on the stiffer side, yet didn't have the super bouncy, high bounce back kind of feel that past Betas have had. It sounds like we are being cruel on the 300 suspension, however we realize that the suspension needs time to soften up and to the stiffer general setup is more lined up with genuine riders and racers, which is something worth being thankful for, as we would see it. The RR's new chamber doesn't give the 18 bicycle a radically extraordinary feel, yet we would state that we feel more meat/snort all through the power. It gets a kick out of the chance to be short-moved, since it makes a large portion of its energy in the low to mid RPM extent. On our Butt Dino Sand slope we used to test a great deal of bicycles' motors, the Beta did tolerably well, however it didn't fly up the slope effortlessly. Be that as it may, and this is a major in any case, we are more suspect of the FIM little knobby tire as the feeble connection in the slope climb, not the power originating from the motor. Throttle reaction was brilliant in spite of the faltering we felt at the workplace, which vanished on our testing day. Additionally, particularly for a two-stroke, the power bend is extremely direct and simple to tweak. There isn't a shocking hit to find you napping, only a smooth increment in control up through the mid-range. It could utilize somewhat more power at the low end and extremely top end to be an extremely unbelievable motor. Straight up, this 300RR handles superior to anything a year ago's machine. We can't generally say if it's the new casing or the lighter weight, or a mix thereof, yet we like it. As we probably am aware from different bicycles that stopped eating so much junk food to get a shoreline body, shedding pounds can truly enable a bicycle to react to rider info, and this 300RR is the same. Joined with a thin general feel and the new skeleton, this Beta is much more receptive to tight, specialized trails.